The house was built in 1938 by a Jewish family, and they later, during the war, they donated it to the nuns, and the nuns hid a lot of Jewish and Dutch people up in the attic here during the war, keep them out of the way of the Germans. The grounds around this house are in a beautiful setting, a really beautiful setting, about 3 miles from the Newland Hotel that's owned by Mr. DeValk. And he bought this house, and he is now, we've got 35 Canadian veterans staying here for the 2 weeks that we're going to be in Holland. And we get the rooms free, and the people here are wonderful. And we get good breakfast here in the mornings, and at noon this is the first day here. We're going to be taken over to the motel by bus to the restaurant in the motel. And then again the bus will come back at 6:30 to take us for supper in the motel. And there's really no stores or anything within 3 miles of here, but there's a hospital just in the direction the camera is pointing, about maybe a quarter of a mile. It's a hospital for elderly people, and there's doctor services there from 9 o'clock in the morning on. There's always doctors in the hospital, so everybody here's if anything goes wrong, they can just actually walk over there. This is the outside patio, just outside of the kitchen, which is right inside through these French doors. That's where we just had breakfast a few minutes ago. And of course these are some of the flower gardens and everything that are around here. This is looked after by a gentleman that stays here as a caretaker and what have you around here. It's this colorful outfit. Now we're going down the path towards the little hospital that's just outside, just away from here. I haven't seen it myself yet, but I'll show it to you when I get around the bend here. These are still part of the grounds around our place where we're going to be staying for the next 2 weeks. If you notice the time on the bottom corner here is 11 p.m., 5th of May. And there's the clock where we're staying. It's just rang 9 o'clock. Here we have that little hospital that I was talking about. It doesn't look so little to me now. That's the hospital grounds. And this must be part of the hospital as well, with the big clock up above. 9 o'clock. Thank you.
That owns all those motels now. Oh, yeah. But so did all her sisters and all her brothers. And this man here, who is actually, I might as well call him a billionaire. You know? The tax people are and every day, but the tax people are behind him, you know? Because there's thousands of people eating in this restaurant. It's basic food, everybody loves it. You know, the ordinary Joe eats it.
As it comes to work, I quit. Still a hobby, you know?
But now my sons take over and they have different ideas than I have. I'm telling you, pretty damn quick. I got one son, he always talks about the estate.
This is our on-schedule day, so we'll just take a walk around the grounds, walking out towards the highway. You know, I really don't remember Holland in this peaceful state. It's almost like as if I was in a totally different country that I'd never seen before. 50 years ago, it looked nothing like this. It's just another path through the wooded area and just about a quarter of a mile from the house itself now. A little more of the winding driveway that leads out to the highway. The driveway has taken us to the other end of the house. It's almost made a complete circle around the house. And here it turns back again, starts leading straight towards the highway. I lied, it's not, it turned again on me and it's going to turn up ahead again. You can just see cars streaking through on the highway. This is at the end of the driveway. I'm not sure whether that house belongs to the same property or not. There it is. This is the freeway leading to Amsterdam. Yeah, there you are. I knew I'd get you. This is Gabriel.
Here, and that's what I'm saying. Now finally they get really,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
I got lots
Let's go upstairs and get mine.
It's like TV, you know, they said, well, we got more minority groups.
Oops. Talking now at the light.
I gotta find my medals. I outdrew you. That was a long walk. No. Yeah. Whatever.
Talking about the general, when I was in England, I got a letter from them. Our company was having a reunion. One of the guys' wives was looking down there. She's Gunner. When she come to my name, Gunner Greg, she says, "Who the hell is this General Greg?" And her boyfriend, you know. He's just Gunner.
No, back up. Start over.
No, just leave it as it is. Leave it as If it was a boy bullshit, I wouldn't mind repeating it. It's straightforward.
Where are you?
I was thrilled to hire some good-looking.
Okay.
Get a big deal.
Oh my God, I'm on camera.
Yeah, you're on camera. Hey, turn around here. There's another one.
All right, can't see who.
Hello, boy. Next up. I got one on the driver. Salute.
Yeah. I would have 9 days, right?
Did you?
How are you this morning?
Problems I have. You guys don't have any problems.
How are you this morning?
22. You're good for another 4.
Yeah.
Who's that near over there? It doesn't mind, but I'll take it in because some of them want it. And somebody stopped and said, I know who owns this, and we took it through.
Where's the sheep going?
I don't know.
There's the governor.
Here comes the gander. Man of the hour, right?
Most of the other.
Need the name plate on this thing.
There he comes.
You're not taking my photograph.
No, I'm looking the other way. I'm standing this way, that's all. Drop the load.
Heb je nog een onderdeel gevonden van een autootje?
I didn't recognize him to get hold of. Ah,
Good
that a
morning,
boy.
sir.
Smile, you're on camera.
We noticed that in the Spanish village, you see. He says, oh, that's why I had de mop elkaar de bak te horen. Dat zie je wel nodig. Hij zei, een nieuw per pen, dat is wat ze doen. Hij didn't know the word kinderij. Dat was terrific, right?
Yeah.
You're going to think ahead, you're 45 feet.
Yes, I can't believe it.
Look how flat it is. And it hangs on cables, I guess, in the middle, and then they use sidebars to hold the roads up. Very interesting way of building. See that? Must be very much of a cost saving. Maybe we should take some pictures and send it to, I don't even know who the hell is the government highways guy now. See, it's a woman. It's a woman. Listen, there is women on the bus now. You forgot about that, didn't you? We were all together in the beginning.
What river is this? The Waal.
The Waal. The river, the name of the Waal is Waal, the river, sorry. The name of the river is Waal. That's the hangover you get when you only drink 7-Up. W-A-A-L. Waal. Like I said, nowhere you go in Holland, you always cross some big bridges. You know, the vlag is lost. North-south. And of course the bridge collapsed. But here in Holland is all water. This gives them a terrific advantage for transportation, of course, but also a disadvantage in the case of a flood. That's not easy.
No, we got Dutch families at home, so a lot of these signs and roads and everything, they're going to like to see that.
Place here.
Of course, for most of you guys, if you look at the road signs, particularly in this area we're going to now in the eastern part of Holland, where you guys all came back in, going a bit into Germany and swung around back into Holland. A lot of you people will recognize some names and say, okay, oh, Zwolle, which of course is way higher up. You say, well, that's where I was in that particular day and day. I think Zwolle was liberated about, middle of April. I think you guys went up, yeah. Up in mijn tas te houden, you know. In die wc? Heb ik dat
In de wc geloof
heb ik dat koelhouder, is dat dan? Of kon niet terugvinden achter de rode koeienvlak van mij?
Ik heb er 4 in staan. Dat zeg ik toch tegen jou of niet?
Ja, maar het woord is toch hetzelfde?
Zo hè?
Het woord is toch hetzelfde? Ja.
Orange en spaarroters, water, mineraalwater, koffie.
Nog wel tegen mij zeggen, een pilsje, dan weten ze niet. We moesten brengen met materiaal.
Het is toch een bovenbrug nou? Ja, nee.
Ik weet het. Hij is volledig afgesloten, de oude brug. In verband met het concert, maar misschien kunnen we er wel doorheen. Misschien kunnen we wat tegen.
Oh, hij denkt dat was een concert, dat was gisteravond toch? Of is dat vandaag? On the left hand side you can just see him sticking over the dike there. I saw 2, there might be more. Dat is ook weer een molendijk, hoeveel molens staan daar? Dat kunnen we natuurlijk nooit
Kinderdijk, daar komen we niet langs. Er staan er een stuk of 6 of 8 geloof ik achter elkaar.
Dan zeg ik maar niks, want ze worden weer een kinderdijk.
Maar dan kom je te goed naar joh.
Nee, maar ik bedoel, als je weer gaat zeggen, dan wil ze dat weer zien.
Ja.
Ga jij nog? Market Garden Operation. I won't even say I used the word failure, but very seldom things are failure. You always learn from things, so they're not failures. But if that would have happened, if that operation would have, be very successful, I'm sure That would have saved thousands of lives from Dutch people in the western part of Holland that were absolutely without food. That was the setback, and then you guys had to lay back and took another run at it. But that is the bridge. If you want to look to the right, you see the bridge laying over the river there, and that is still the same bridge as those guys were fighting for. That's there.
There's a great concert Monday.
Yes, there is a big concert for the kids on Monday. For the kids to, what they call, not to celebrate that they were liberated, but to celebrate because they've been free for 50 years. A lot of kids won't even, some of them won't even, you have seen it some a couple times, they won't even stop when you guys go by. For them, there's going to be a big concert with Cindy Lauper. The movie was made in the city of Deventer, and I guess it's just movie people. They had more room to maneuver around there than in this one. Because, okay, Arnhem, okay. 3 bridges in the market garden were supposed to be protected. Eindhoven, Nijmegen, and Arnhem. Okay, they got Eindhoven, they got Nijmegen, but then it took too long for the troops, the English troops. If you've seen the movie that you know, that particular day, a bridge too far. I thought...
Voor de brug in Deventer wel overheid, die is wel open.
Ja, oké.
Dus dat zou ik zeggen, maar...
Dat zeggen maar niks van, want dan zeggen je zei dat we over die brug gingen. En dan,
nee, maar ik zeg je...
maar dan zie je dat natuurlijk helemaal uit. And there's no tracks, what do you mean, there's tracks?
No, no tracks in the streets, only buses.
Oh, that's right. I guess that was funny. Okay, so they're all trolley buses, electric buses. Say your name loud, eh? Come on.
Bill K.
Jerry Keegan.
Speak loud.
Your name.
Blair Peter.
William.
Jim Martin.
Camera's to the left. Say your name there.
Name loud.
Preston.
Okay.
Roy Wilson.
Your name.
Chagula.
Ja. Chagula.
We stand here unless you holler it.
Roll out your name. Tell me your name.
Emery.
Oh, he's got
Stephen Gray.
Oh, you will be coming.
Name.
Sure, Norma.
Ray Allen.
Say your name loud, yeah? Say your name.
McHugh. Harry.
Got it.
Bob Johnston. Ben Barnhart. Lucky people.
Bill Elmer. Bill Elmer.
Hey, Bill.
Okay, Bill. Okay. Say your name loud.
Bob Allen. Boy.
Say where's Gus? Al Defoe. Hey, Gus.
Hello.
Got it, Jerry?
Okay, you want to help? Okay. Okay. You come on, say your name loud so we get it on the...
I'm over here.
Percy Banks.
Atta boy.
Take over this. Okay. There you go. Watch the... Look at the funny stuff. Go straight down. Then you don't... Oh, you come back on the fast. Good. Okay.
Give me your name.
Say your name. Say your name.
Bob Foster.
Atta boy. Look at me.
There you go.
Jack Anderson.
Atta boy. Over here.
Frank Hill.
Atta boy.
Bill Peterson.
Atta boy.
It's almost the end of the bus right now.
Over here.
Norm Webb.
Atta boy.
One and only.
Jack Blackburn.
Thank you.
Sound and...
Doug McDonald again.
Atta boy. Give me your name, sir.
Say your name loud. Loud name. Tell me your name.
Jean-Baptiste Jalbert, capitaine. Okay?
Okay.
Jean-Baptiste Jalbert, capitaine.
More coming. Say your name loudly.
Over here.
Look at the camera and say
Raymond.
Raymond.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Say your name.
Mel Wolf, Branch 2, New Westminster.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Jerry.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Liz.
Ah, that's you, all right. Over here.
Okay. Okay. Bus empty?
Okay, boss, let's see you.
The flock is out.
Okay.
Heel speelt ook voor de agent.
toegekomen zijn en voor hun is het ook wel eens even leuk om hun hoogste baas hier wel te voren. Zie ik daar op het Achterplein de nadrechts nog bij legendarische radio-uitzending van 5 mei 1945. En ik probeer dat dekt dan ook de hele lading waarom we hier vandaag bezig zijn en waarmee we bezig zijn. En West, of waar ook ter wereld, Nederland is vrij. En daar mogen we nog best een keer voor applaudisseren. En dames en heren, blijft u door applaudisseren. Don't leave the moon still in the hall. Will you? Please line up around the school to the
Good morning, Nelson. Me?
He hadn't changed.
Over here. So let's go over there.
Still on there.
How do you do, sir? How you doing?
I've got of course, I've got to work because it goes different. It goes different. I'm thinking when I bought well, it's the way it's going on. It's just the buttons. Well, you see, Flurry has got a man. That's all you gotta do is I've been going to I'll sit here. Tried to talk me out of it, and I said, no, you see, maybe. Yeah. Seat belt. Said white blouse. Well, I thought his uniform and everything. Looked so nice in his uniform.
Were you there yet?
The kids had a concert tonight. We didn't have time. They had to be somewhere.
You know how many people were there? A bunch of our guys.
The dogs are getting used to me now. They're quite friendly. This morning, Roy was actually very quiet. Because I tiptoed Roy I said, "Here, good boy, Roy. Good boy." Okay.
Play. Maar pay attention.
Ready?
Hou die grote pegel over je dingen. Oké. Zit je met zo'n stok
You need
vooruit.
to ask. You need to
Smile.
You need to ask me a question.
Oh yeah, oh, good
Yeah.
sound. Oh, I did not know that. I would have made that sound.
Yeah, it's on.
That remark. That was a nice. Sorry about that.
Okay,
Okay, that's that.
come on in. Come on in.
Is that the way you do it?
Yeah, just
Good, thanks.
everybody that comes in the door, that's
Good
fine.
breakfast this morning. Did you get me going out?
Yeah, I got you.
That'll go. There she is. He's getting you good for you. Check the tables over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, that's it. See, he's got you good. Table. Come and get it. Breakfast on the table.
I'll sit beside you here. Left-handed.
Ah! Are you left-handed? I knew there was something about it, but I didn't know what the hell it was.
It's free tomorrow.
Free? Some want to go to the brewery and some want to go to the flowers. Back to the flowers. Put your name on the board or what's your wall.
Anyone tea?
They gotta interrupt her view here.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead. That's what this is for.
That's what this is for. All right.
You got everybody's got a back.
Yeah.
Coffee?
Milk here. Yes, please. Put them over here. There you are. Here's the milk and the cheese. There you are. Thank you. Thank you. Nobody looks up. Hey, you fellas.
Don't you take my chair. I got my name on it.
You want your regular? Must be an awful short guy. Is that just
Yes, please. Butter too. I think butter from the squirrel. Over in there. Fine. Right here. That's the way we do it. Thanks. You cup it around
bang goes that children.
Some of the guys in the
That's not that movie. I hear it.
I thought season tools would be pretty well over because they were loading the tulips. Highest applicant from Darrell. Maybe they have some late bloomers. Yeah. I have some.
That was a good trick.
I guess you want to get in it. Morning, Ray.
Good morning again.
Yeah.
Great.
Let her rip. Okay.
Can I walk towards you now?
You can move now.
Okay, let her go. You got her?
Yeah.
Great. I'm smiling.
No butter. Dry bread. Dry bread.
Sure, good bread.
How long did the boys stay?
Can't get you in clear. You're not facing enough light, I guess.
He's not looking at you. He's not looking at him. Don't look at him.
Well, it doesn't matter. Look around all over the place.
I gotta look where I'm going. You're not to go where you're not looking. I'm going to get something.
Okay, I got all three.
Yeah.
Let us see if the paymaster's here yet.
Yeah, the bugger.
It'd be nice if you did come.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Really beautiful. Then I walk towards the camera like this.
Yeah, that's it. The only thing is, I'll have to get it from the other end for your face because when you walk this way, it's black.
Okay, over here. There.
There, now I can see your face.
That's how you do it.
Glad you look good.
Great big crock on the table.
See what the hell?
Oh my! That's the best way to move around, you know, is trying to take the pictures.
Sun's coming out too.
Well, it's more interesting too, after all.
That's great. What you have.
Ik doe er altijd met een beetje bij. Ik vind het leuk.
Okay.
Hij het meest heb ik hier gelachen dat ik in Amsterdam was jaren geleden.
Very
En dan
simple.
verkochten we die kleine voetbalshirtjes van alle teams. De Roos was er niet bij en al die
You say,
van die
how are you
Amsterdammer bij
today?
het Ajax-station waar ik was in het stadion. Het was die eens een shirtje te kort. Die zegt, maar ik kom volgende week weer even terug, dat ik wel toch zien natuurlijk. Ik zeg, ja, gewoon niet maar 9 dagen.
Something interesting we saw back there, maybe you know about it.
She had enough to cover all.
Cow, presses something with his head, and the water comes up and he...
Oh yeah, automatic drinking.
Yeah, that's quite common, isn't it?
Well, yes, because if you have a mooi ziekenhuis hebben, hartstikke erop.
I didn't know that. My nephew, that you don't go. You can have an angiogram at St. Paul's Hospital. And he says, why?
Overal geweldig. Van die kleine speltjes bij. De eerste dag al die speltjes liever weggegeven. Nou lopen ze
And I said, well, I don't want to go to Clonophonia. He said, why?
Ik heb die man gewonnen.
Almost
En die hebben we op de weg gezet. De politie gehaald. De politie hebben terug.
When I left, I still
Nou, die
didn't
vent
get
vindt
it.
het zo verschrikkelijk dat dat gebeurt.
No doctor, well, we had gone up before we even got married.
Ik krijg een brief in de bus.
After we get married,
Fotootje met de speed erbij.
see whatever they get.
En wat dat zeggen de rechters geen uit. Dat zit. We hebben zo'n lijn staan op de weg en dat duurt daar van de ene lijn naar de andere. Ik weet precies wat.
He was mad as hell over it.
Did you hear about Jack with...
Well, the buggers, I was getting my allowances paid in the bank.
Ik kan nou niet meer terug. Maar als ik het allemaal had kunnen van tevoren over had, dan zeker een stuk of 7,
And we've got a couple of accountants. They volunteer their services to veterans free for income tax. This guy came and done mine.
Ja, bijvoorbeeld zeggen, iedereen steekt zijn hand op die mee wil lopen.
And I was telling him about this 24
Ze zeggen die anderen, joh, doe ze allemaal de handen. Ze zeggen, jij kan er ook lopen. Ja, ze je stak de handen. Dus ja, maar ik heb het nou al. Weet je wel, zo heen. Wat komt er ook voor heen? Maar als je die dingen ziet.
oh yeah, I wrote back. And I said, I made out my forms correctly and everything. And I had to send him. I said, it's your mistake, it's not my mistake.
Hij had ze daar ingekast, tweede van.
Finally,
Dus we wisten dus dat hij
finally,
bij hem had.
they backed me.
Als hij af van de borst naar Groningen.
I can't.
Als hij een vreemd pakhuis nog nooit op de terrein gezeten.
They say, well, that's the way it is. They go by the bloody book.
God, voor hem 7 uur ze met z'n tweeën terug zijn ze terug. Op en in naar Groningen en ze hebben 1,5 uur de mensen rondgereden in Groningen. Nou, maar ik viel het mooi
I often thought about writing an article. Veterans minister about it.
Maar die meid heeft het helemaal uitgestippeld. Die grote leider die erbij is, dat meisje. Maar die was heel hoog geweest, die had maar 1 trein. Weet je wel? Ja, dat was degene met die banken benen, maar dat is toch ook nog. Dus die moet van de ene naar de andere lopen met de rondgang. Ja.
BC will not let you do it.
Ja, dat heb ik zelf ook wel.
Ja.
And I wrote, the lovely roads but narrow. This reminds me of England.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Dus dat is misschien ons een beetje een drukke straat kunnen afzetten of leuke gegeltjes. Dat is altijd zo.
But the motorways in England are beautiful. They're really great.
So it's a 1-1 draw so far in the best of 5 playoff. The next game is Thursday, then on Saturday. And if you guys are lucky sports fans or Canuck fans, if there's going to be a 5th game, it's on Monday night and then you're home. Okay?
Yeah.
But you might have jet lag and you go on to bed.
No. Yeah.
We're all looking for Alka-Seltzer or Bromo-Seltzer. To get rid of that air in your belly, okay? It's 1,000 feet high. Now take a look at television antennas and radio, 1,000 feet high.
1,000 feet, eh? I had one of those in England.
Dan zijn ze helemaal centraal.
35 years.
Ze zegt, kan ik toch wel de auto tonen?
I was selling the others in my spare time.
Wat zijn ik dan?
That's where I made most of my money. It started off as a hobby, and then the guys
That's all South
Is that the tape?
Oh ja. Ja, hier stond het. Dus een pas van
picture.
Want is er iemand die zegt, dit werkt niet, zeg, heb je het in de muur gedaan. Weet je wel, heb je het ingeplakt. Want heel vaak die mensen die staan te kloten, hebben ze geen diepenknecht in.
Certainly have some of these nice girl pictures and bikinis.
Al die manieren om mensen langzaam te leiden, zo leuk hier, hè.
De beurs is daar en dan moet ik er lang omheen. Om het te laten zakken, die bus. Je kan nog een stukje dus Engels laten.
So sway a little bit. Sway a little bit.
Take a picture of yours.
Move your feet. Yeah.
Get Pauline. We could get Pauline with us.
You want to go get Pauline? Okay.
Pauline.
Okay.
Of course I'm right. Where in the heck he came from? There's three of us together. I think we look pretty damn good. Well,
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I think.
Oh, you're pretty nice looking guys, all right.
Time will tell what comes out not real, you know.
No, no.
Putting that coat on the ground.
The bloody things, I'd never wear one anyway. When we get back there, I'll never be wearing it again.
The wife will be wearing it.
The whole bus, you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Smile, put your wave if you want.
Turkey.
Okay?
Have a look at me.
Hey.
Have a look at me here. Turn around. That's the boy.
What he does that himself. Right.
Okay, I'm going to bring you in again now.
Ja. Maar we zijn gewoon 25. Want die maar dit is een beetje de groep.
She's a regular wife.
Nou zijn de rumors dat die...
Ja, dat is wel klein. Oh, dat
Ja. Ja, zo is. Maar de roemerman, dat die ook dood is, die had hem nog. Maar dat moet ik eerst zeker weten. Ik heb nog noemen, heb ik niet. Maar ik wil eens iets gaan doen, weet je wel. Dus ik moet John moet even een paar fonkels maken door die adjudant. Die andere vent die erbij was, om zeker te weten dat het gebeurt. Morgen gaan we weer naar hetzelfde clubje.
Hetzelfde rond, ik ga morgen weer.
We gaan ook in hetzelfde huis weer eten.
Ja.
Die staan daar, die stijve dames.
Bij de
Ja, maar het is RAA-KBO, hè?
They are cigars.
Well, there, Nicole has taken her driving license.
Frank, was it in Zealand?
Right hand side, you gotta be quick. One got his tail up.
Yes? Which one? Give him her name.
I always like cows, you know. They go in the front and in the back at the same time. They camera.
Okay.
Worked all night.
We've had a pull-up there.
Dan heb jij een rondje gemaakt, Max?
That's a nice one there.
Oh nee man, dan moet je over die brug. Kim, die hebben ons ja, zoals Engels zit.
Oké.
Moet hem even erop die kant in de grond en dan... Hij zou zeggen, hey Willem, hij is op, Willem!
Tank with a minesweeper on it. This is a famous Moaning Mini. It fires 6 rockets. This is the one that knocked out our whole platoon in Ortona. I'll show you some of the holes in it when somebody knocked it out. If you notice direct hits on it by heavy artillery, just knocked it right out. Good thing to knock out. That's the famous German 88, or infamous, I should say.
Okay, we'll keep right on going this way. Okay, thank you, John. But you can buy such a booklet that
Yeah, old Sherman with the hat knocked off it.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Very disgusting.
It's very beautiful.
Come on.
Race en jou!
German V1 rocket.
Level. That means so much that if there should not be any protection against the sea, then this would be flooded twice a day with high tide. Everything here is just below sea level. And that is, we must say, the major part of our country, because the big towns are situated here. Amsterdam, The Hague, Rotterdam, Utrecht is just above sea level. Schiphol Airport, not to forget, is here in the polder. And it is a strange country in this respect. A lot of water, all very low, and we have to do a lot to keep our feet dry. So not only protection against the sea, but also against the water coming in through the big rivers. The river Rhine, for instance, comes in here in our country, and it comes all the way from Switzerland through France, Belgium. Well, the Rhine is well known to you, old, may I say, soldiers. Yes, I was a soldier as well, but maybe there are people among you with much higher rank, but you know that, eh? The river Rhine coming in here, not to forget Arnhem, is the famous bridge.
Yeah, I was there.
Yes, that's here. A second big river comes in here is the Maas, coming from France, Belgium, also here. And on the Schelde, well known, quite a number of you, coming from Antwerp also to the sea. That means that in the course of these centuries, a delta has been formed here. A delta, you can say, is a piece of land through which big arms have been worn out by the water. So all the water, you can say, from a big part of Germany and France and Belgium passes through here to the sea. Now, a number of polders. Do you know what a polder is? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that word is known in English, isn't it? Although it is a typical Dutch word, but nevertheless, there are a number indicated here, and the figures in it indicate the year in which the thing was pumped dry. In fact, we are standing at the moment here, this spot, just opposite Haarlem, and we call this the Haarlemmer Meerpolder. It used to be a lake, the Haarlemmer Lake, and it has been pumped dry in 1852. The machine with which this has been done is still here. You will see that in a few minutes. There have been 3 of these machines who did the job, and it took 3.5 years before all the water was pumped out. And there is now one thing which I have to draw your attention, and it is the following. Once you have pumped out the water of such a lake, you have to continue pumping. Because a polder, in fact, is a hole in the ground, you can say. But if you should not do anything, then due to rainfall, the whole thing will fill up with water again. And for instance, for this Haarlemmer Lake, this will take only, now let us say, 4 to 5 years, and then the whole thing will be back in its original state. So you have to pump every now and then, depending on the rainfall. That's so roughly 20 to 30% of the year, the pumps have to be started again to pump the whole thing dry. Nowadays, it is not done with steam engines, it is all done with diesel engines, electrical engines, and but that is a thing which is sometimes forgotten. Pumping. That is what we have to do. And then, if you take into consideration that our country, especially here in the western part, but also there, altogether has some 700 polders. These are only the biggest ones which are indicated here. But altogether something like 700. So that means that at least 700 pumps are there, and sometimes more, depending on the size of the polder. You see that not so long ago, very big ones have been constructed here.
Oh yes.
It is the former Zuiderzee here, and you see it 42, 57, 68. Tremendous polders, and if you go through it now, then you have no idea that you are below sea level. This one here is 4.5 meters below sea level. That's where we are here at the moment. You are standing dry, that is 2 meters above sea level. That floor over there is only 1 meter above sea level. And don't be afraid, you won't get wet feet. Well, that is indicated here. You see water coming up and water coming down. And what happens if there should be no protection, no dikes, no dunes? Well, this whole cycles takes some time. I don't think we have to wait. Yes, at the moment in the Netherlands without the dikes, but I could see with his closed eyes because it is all water what you see here. Huh? The whole thing flooded. Now, I will show you the following. There is a machine over there. That is not the Krupius machine. That one you will see afterwards. Yeah? But this is also a water pump, you can say. A very old one. It dates from 1823. And you see there that big cam wheel over there. On the shaft of this wheel there was connected outside the building a big paddle wheel, if you know what a paddle wheel is. Yes. Well, that of course was partly underwater, and when the thing was put in rotation, then the water was moved up and pushed forward. That is the old system of pumping water. We are now in the fortunate situation and position that we can put this thing in motion. Not with steam, no, with the aid of Nicoletta, and she's going to do it now. Will it still work? Will it still work? No, this one is not from this location. It has been located here. Yeah. And, but here you can see it is the original speed with which it worked. And it was a steam engine, so you see there the steam engine throttle, and then of course the movement of the piston had to be transferred into the rotation. This is going by electric. You don't see that? You don't see that? I see. The discipline. What is the water? Thermal stream. It must have right.
There were amphibious, 14 guys each.
I think it is wonderful.
I know there was a road.
Yeah, the road. This way. Take the position of such a way that yes, they are quiet. This now is the original machine which was used, has been active in pumping dry this big Haarlemmer lake. I told you one of the three. The principle is very simple. I think that you all know what a farmhouse pump is. Something like that. Same as you have to do this way. And then, once you do this, then on the other side, the water pump is going up. So this is now exactly the same principle used here for in this large installation. The steam engine proper, you don't see the one that is underneath the floor. That is a very big one. The diameter of the cylinder is as large as the dark lid here on top, 3 meters high, and sla hem op zijn hoofd, nu wordt het wel stil. Just 10 minutes, and kan die dus in gang gaan. Now, the way in which this one worked was the following. If steam was entered into the steam cylinder underneath the piston, then the piston moves up, you know that, and to that piston are connected the 5 rods you see here, 4 at the circumference and a big one in the center. They go up and down simultaneously together with the piston. On top, now he is quiet. On the top, you see here that big black body that is also connected, as you see, to the 5 rods, and on the top of that big thing are connected the inner ends of the balancing arms, of which there are in total 8, and they go through the wall of the building to the outside, and on the outside are connected the water pumps of the simple suction pressure type, if you know what it means. Yeah. And if you go around a little bit later, you can see through the windows these water pumps. There were all 8 together, and they were distributed around this machine. That's also the reason why this building has a circle cross-section. Now, if the steam comes in, then this whole thing is moved upwards. Outside, the pistons of the water pumps go down. When the thing has reached its highest position, then the steam was cut off and sent to the condenser that is underneath here. And now something very ingenious was introduced by the constructors of those days. This one looks heavy. The total weight of this whole thing is something like 86 tons. So now what happens now? The steam pushes this heavy weight to the above. When the steam was let out, then the whole thing fell down under its own weight. And that was the proper part of the whole cycle, because at that moment the water was brought up. You see? So the steam is the weight lifter, and gravity did the job. That is a beautiful system. And now the capacity, it was a low-speed engine. The whole, what was it? 5 times a minute were 5 strokes a minute. That means that every 12 seconds the thing went up and then down. On 1 stroke, that took 12 seconds, 5 times a minute. And each pump has a capacity of 8 tons of water, 8 cubic meters. And so 8 pumps around, so each stroke brought up 64 tons of water. Well, you can say that's a lot. Yes, of course, it is a lot. On the other hand, there was something like 800 millions of tons of water. So this one and the 2 others have been active 3.5 years, day and night, the whole year through, and continuous service. And then all the water was out. And to bring you in the picture of how a capacity of this one as compared with the total amount of water that has to be pumped out is the following. If I bring all these things back to dimensions which are more familiar to us, then mind you the following. I put there a bathtub, just a simple bathtub. Then one of you gets a teaspoon. Teaspoon, you get a British soup. Now, almost soup. And then you get the following job. Every 12 seconds, some water. But again, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, 3.5 years long. Then you will see that the bathtub is empty. That is the relation of the capacity of a pumping installation like this as compared to the total amount of water that has to be taken out. But now, if the water comes out, you have to do something with it, because you cannot afford, of course, to throw this water in the backyard of your neighbor. That's not good work. So that water is in first instance collected in a ring canal, which was digged around this whole lake, and that one had, and still has, connections with the sea, because at the end, at last, all this water has to be brought to us. That is the place for this water. It's a pity because it is clean water, so you could use it for other purposes as well. But we have water. But that is the system, huh? The water is just brought out. I told you a polder has to be pumped continuously. Let's say every now and then. In 1852, the lake was dry, and this one has been active as a steam engine till 1932, 33. In the meantime, the two others were provided with modern type of engines, and again that were diesel engines and electrical engines and centrifugal pumps, which tells you something, these things rotate at high speed. They do now the job of keeping the polder dry. This dam was shut down in 32, 33 about, and since then it is the Sleeping Beauty and it is in museum. We hope to be able to bring this, yes, that are oil, what is it? Filling the lubricating oil. We hope to be in a position, I don't know, the next candidate maybe, to put the whole thing in motion in the same way as you have seen the other one. Of course, not with steam, but also hydraulic, whatever it is. We know how to do, but we know also what it costs. We don't have the money at the moment, but maybe. Yes. Now the whole machine controlled itself. The system is comparable to what you have in your gasoline engine, camshafts, valve lifters, and so on. On the other hand, they are much larger in size. And I draw your attention to the constructors of those days. The thing was built in 1840, 1845, and of course there was no electricity. It was steam, yes. They had, of course, little machines, and so a lathe was available. For the rest it was all cast iron, cast steel, what you used here. And you can see that the constructors of those days had a, I would say, a more romantic view of how to build machines than we do nowadays. If you look at the two pillars standing there, if we should need to put up things there, I think we should take concrete piles or double T things and so on. No, this is beautiful. Look at this stair. Look at these balancing arms. That is quite a different design as compared with what we do nowadays. It is a romantic type of making things. Yeah, well, this is what I can tell you in a nutshell. And he is standing with a watch in his hand. Yeah. But he has not seen that I was looking also. Well, again, gentlemen, it was only roughly half an hour. Again, we appreciate very much to have you here. First of all, in our country, but you have had your share, I think, how that people did not forget you. But we in this museum are also very glad that we had the chance to do something for you. You have done so much for us. It was now our turn. I hope you will enjoy your stay as long as you are still staying here. Yeah?
Thank you for your nice and clear explanation, technical too. We give him a big hand.
Diameter of the cylinder?
3.6 meters.
And stroke?
3 meters. 3 meters. And the boiler house, the boiler was on the other side of the wall, where now the model is. That was the boiler house. 3.6 meters diameter, 3 meters stroke.
I suppose that it's coal.
Yes, it was fired with coal, because there was no oil in those days.
Did you have lots of your own coal?
It was fired with coal. It is British made, this machine.
It's not the same, but it's somewhere.
Hi.
Can I make a picture of you here? Is it light enough? Is it light enough here?
Oh, yeah.
It did,
Yeah, too close. You look pretty there.
Thank you. Thank you. There you go.
I won't fall out. No. Right on.
Okay.
You're in there.
It's nice to bring home.
Yeah. Very
What you do? Yeah, okay. Hey, that's the pump.
Yes.
Pretty good.
You're putting that narration on there too?
See? The water was coming through there. And they pumped it up there.
Yeah.
You've seen it, yeah?
Stom, hè? Misschien dat je geen, ja, hij komt niet binnen, dus hij wacht even. Oh. Maar we zijn al even. Hij zal wel wat volgen. Hij is nog niet binnen. Ach, snel. We hebben een hartje thee aan. Ja, ik heb geen.
Well, Sir Gus, make it a good one.
Really love mine.
That must have been. Thank you. Sneller.
Doe je zo handen nu?
Die eindigen zich om te worden voort. Maar op dat moment dat ik nou staat hij hier een beetje met.
We give it to
C'est du canard. Oui, c'est du canard. C'est pas des mouettes.